Ravens flock, what's going on? I hope everybody's having a good day so far. So, I wanted to do a few videos talking about some of the takeaways we could take from some of our upcoming opponents and the games that they've been playing in. So, the first one I wanted to talk about was the Browns versus the Cowboys. Obviously, the Browns, we play them twice a year, so we know it's going to be a tough game no matter what. But the Cowboys, I don't remember the last time we played them. I think it was 2020, so we haven't seen them in a while, but we are going to see them in the next 2 weeks. That's going to be the game we play after we play the Raiders. So this game was definitely an interesting game to watch. It was 33-17, and it wasn't even as close as the score would make it seem like. It was just a complete massacre. The Cowboys destroyed the Browns in that game. I don't think there was much to take away from the Cowboys offensively in that game. Like, they really only scored like 14 points on offense because that's really all they needed to do. Like, Dak got a touchdown to Brandon Cooks, and Ezekiel Elliott got a rushing touchdown. Like, and Zeke looked decent for somebody at this point in his career, especially when most people like myself just figured he was washed. One thing I definitely noticed was that that Cowboys kicker is somebody that they trust just as much as we trust Justin Tucker. His leg is extremely strong. I'm very interested to see how we handle special teams when defending them because the what forgot his name. I think I forgot his first name. I know his last name is Turpin, but number 9 on the Cowboys ever since last year, like he's been making play after play on special teams. So I hope he doesn't break free for a touchdown like he did against the Browns in that game. He could Micah Parsons and Demarcus Lawrence and their defensive line as a whole are still a major threat, of course. That's something that that's probably the thing I'm worried about the most leading into that game because even though I think the O line that we have can be a lot better if they just get some time to just gel. But at the same time, I really wish that we didn't have to play a defensive line like theirs in the next 2 weeks because I don't think our line's gonna be gelled within the next 2 weeks. I think at best it might take like a month or two, but you never know. Sometimes people could be ahead of schedule, so we'll see how that works out. As far as on the Brown side of things, their offense is still struggling. That Deshaun Watson contract still looks crazy. Not because I don't think players deserve their money. I hope players get as much money as they can, but I just didn't think he was worth that money, and he's yet to prove me wrong on that. He was still overthrowing a lot of passes. Everything just looked really discombobulated still, which if you're a Browns fans, that has to be concerning to you at this point, considering that he's on year 3 of what I think was like a 5-year contract. Some of their wide receivers were dropping passes. Their O-line, which now their O-line was having a lot of pre-snap penalties, but that's to be expected at that point. Like pretty much all NFL teams, especially teams that didn't play in the preseason, which is most teams, you're gonna see penalties pop up because people just aren't really back in that habit at this point. David Njoku also hurt his ankle, so I'm not sure if he'll be ready by the well, he should be ready, but I don't know if it's officially been announced how many weeks he'll be missing or if he's gonna miss any time at all. I'm also very curious. Will Nick Chubb be back in time this season at all? I don't know if there's been an announcement because I don't follow the Browns that closely, but that's something I would keep an eye on. Now, if it's just Ford that we have to worry about, I don't think their running attack would be nearly as big of a problem. Where compared to Nick Chubb, obviously he's one of the best running backs in football, and he's the real key to the whole offense. Because even a game like this, I don't think it looks as pathetic as it does if they have Nick Chubb playing. But nonetheless, that's something that they got to deal with. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that the Cowboys or the Browns even pose a real threat to us, or do you think these are going to be very easy wins coming up?